Hello students, welcome to standard 9 subject mathematics, chapter number 7 triangles. This is lecture number 2. So here we will see the theorem number 7.1. It is also called ASA congruence rule. ASA means angle side angle. Angle side angle. What is this rule? Is two triangles are congruent if two angles and included side, as the name, two angles and included sides means side between the two angles. Two angles are congruent, equal, and between that the side means included side is equal. That way, if two angles, angle and the included side means side between them, included side of one triangle are equal to the two angles and included side of the other triangle, then the two triangles are called congruent. This is the theorem statement. Again you will see two triangles are congruent when if two angles and included side of one triangle are equal to the two angles and included side of the other triangle. This we will prove here. And so we take the two triangles here. So in data, let the two triangles which we are taking is triangle ABC and triangle DEF. This way we are showing two triangles in which what is the given thing is two angles and included side. Two angles are angle B and angle E are congruent, equal one angle. Angle B equals to angle E. And the other angle is angle C and angle F. Two angles of this triangle are equal to the two angles of this triangle, and included side of these two angles is BC. Included side of these two angles is EF in this triangle are also equal. That is BC equals to EF also given. So given, you understand? Two angles B and C of the triangle 1 are equal to the two angles of triangle DEF, E and F. That is B equal to E equal and C equals to F angles. And included side of these two angles BC, included side of these two angles is EF is also equal. Then these two triangles ABC and DEF are called congruent triangles. By which rule? By angle side angle. Angle side angle, you can say. Congruent rule. So this is the data we understood with the figure it is given. To prove what you want to prove here, that triangle ABC and triangle DEF with this given conditions, they are congruent triangles. ABC congruent DEF. So in proof, case 1, in three cases we will prove this. In case, we will assume or let AB equals to DE. This AB equals to DE we are taking. Because about AB and DE it is not given that they are equal. We are taking it. We are assuming it that AB equals to DE. Then, assuming this only, if we compare the two triangles in triangle ABC and DEF, list of equal things if we take. So first that we have assumed AB equals to DE, that we can start with. It is assumed. An angle B equals to angle E, it is given. An angle side BC and side EF, BC equal to EF, it was also in the data that is given. So these two things are given and this is assumed. So you can see now in these two triangles, this AB side is equals to DE, angle B equals to angle E, and BC equals to EF. This shows side angle side, side angle side. And in last lecture we have seen that SAS congruence rule is if we have in the two triangles SAS means two sides of one triangle and included angle are equal to the two sides and included angle of the other triangle. They are congruent. By that rule, we can say that this triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF, by which rule SAS means side angle side. But this is when we can prove, this is we prove actually. But in this we have assumed that AB equals to DE. So that way we have seen. Case 1, AB equals to DE we have taken and our proof we obtained. But it's not necessary that AB equals to DE will be given to you. Not given here. We have assumed. So if AB equals to DE, we we have proved. If AB is not equal to D, then any two possibilities may be. Either AB is greater than D or AB is less than D. Right? So we are taking case 2 as AB is greater than D. Let AB is greater than D. The length of AB is greater than D in next case. So this way the figure is drawn. ABC and DEF two triangles shown. If AB is greater, the length of AB is greater than D. So we can find a point P on AB such that it will be PB equals to D. That we have taken. If AB is larger than D, greater, so on AB we are taking P such that PB equals to D. That we have written. So we can take a point P on AB such that PB equals to D. Why we have to take point P on AB? Because AB is larger we are considering. So it is the big length. So on that big length we can take the point P in such a way that PB must be equal to D. That way you will take this point P. Now you see these two triangles PBC and DEF. In these two, in triangle PBC and DEF, these two triangles we compare list of equal things. P we have taken such that PB equal to D. That we have to take first. PB equals to D. By construction we have taken P point such a way that PB equals to D. So that is by construction. Angle B and angle E are equal given in the question data it is. Similarly, BC and EF also given. These two are given. So in these two triangles again, what we have? PB side angle side, side angle side, side angle side. So by the rule of SAS congruence rule, we can show these two triangles also congruent. So triangle PBC and congruent triangle DEF by SAS. Now, as we know that if two triangles are congruent, corresponding parts of congruent triangle are equal. If PBC congruent DEF S by SS, we can show that these two triangles are congruent we have shown. So we can show this third angle equals to third angle we can show. What is the name of this third angle in triangle PBC? This angle. Angle PCB equals to angle DEFE. Third angle equals shown. Angle PCB equals to angle DEFE. Third angle is shown equal by CPCT, corresponding parts of congruent triangle. PCB equals to DFE we got from this. But angle ACB equals to angle DFE. What was given? C means full name of angle C is ACB. That we have written equals to F, full name is angle DFE. So angle ACB and angle DFE is given by this. On these two, here and here, you can see the right side angle DFE is equal. So we can compare the left also. Angle BCB, angle ACB will also be equal because on the right is equal. So therefore, from these two, we can say angle ACB is also equals to angle PCB. Angle ACB equals to angle PCB. See, angle ACB equals to angle PCB. Both the angles are equal. How can it be possible? You can see in the figure it is looking different. And here we have that angle ACB and angle PCB are equal. It is possible only when this P point will be on A. Then only this P point we have to take on A. Then only ACB and PCB will be equal. It is possible only when this is possible only if P coincides with A. This P point we have to take on A, then only this is possible. So if we take P on A, the P will be replaced by A. So here we have PB equal to D, that can be replaced by A. AB equals to D, we can write PB equals to AB because P is replaced by A because P coincides with A because of this condition. So P is replaced by A. So PB becomes equals to AB. And PB equals to D, so PB equals to AB equals to D, right? If AB equals to D, then by all these, in place of P we can write A. So if triangle PBC congruent DEF we have proved, we replace this P by A, so we have triangle ABC congruent triangle DEF by SS. So So in the second case also we got triangle ABC congruent triangle DEF. In first case also we got, second also we got. In first case we have taken AB equals to D and proved. In second case we have taken AB greater than D and proved. Now the third case remaining is maybe AB is less than D. So that case is if AB is less than D. If AB is less and D is bigger, larger. So similar way, which one was bigger? In this case 2, AB was bigger, so on that P point is taken. In case 3, AB is less than D, that means D is greater than AB. So greater one is D. So similar way that here we got P point. Here also we can get some point which is larger one. So that is taken. We can take a point M on this larger one. In this case D is larger. So on that we can take M point on D such that should be equals to AB equals to ME. M must be somewhere on D such that AB equals to ME. So that is AB equals to ME. We can start with and repeating the argument. This type of arguments we can repeat as shown in the case 2. In case 2 that we have done, and we can conclude at the end that AB will be equals to D only. And if we consider, if we reach on AB equals to D, we can write that triangle ABC congruent triangle DEF in third case also. So in all the three cases we have triangle ABC congruent triangle DEF. So this way in all three cases we have to prove this theorem 7.1, that is called ASA congruence rule. This is very important for the exam purpose. In examination this theorem is asked of 3 marks, and very often this theorem is asked from this chapter. So it's so important. Write it 2-3 times and confirm it in your mind and understand it very well. And without seeing, you try to write it so many times. Okay, so it will be in practice and you can write in the exam very well, easily. Related to this example 3, now we have next. In example 3 it is given, this way the figure is given, line segment AB is parallel to another line segment CD. AB and CD parallel lines are given. O is midpoint of AD. This O is midpoint of AD. That's why here we have shown OA equals to OD, because O is midpoint of AD. This parts OA and OD will be equal because O is a midpoint given. Now show that number 1, triangle AOB, this downside triangle, congruent triangle DOC, upward triangle. These two triangles we have to show congruent, and also we have to show that O is midpoint of BC as well as O is midpoint of BC. That's also we have to show. So in solution, as this is the prove that type or show that type, we will write data first. What is given data? That AB is parallel CD. It is given, and O is midpoint of AD. That is given. To prove, we want to show here or we want to prove here that number 1, triangle AOB congruent triangle DOC, and number 2, O is midpoint of BC. O is midpoint of BC. This is the second number we want to show. So in proof, how to show this, we will show it. Number 1, we want to prove. So as we can see the two triangles here, triangle AOB and triangle DOC. In that triangle AOB and triangle DOC, we will make the list of equal parts. Which parts we can see equal and we can show it equal, that we will show. So as here you can see this big Z, you can see this with the Z, and their corners are this and this corners. So Z corner angles are called alternate angles, and alternate angles are equal only when these two, between which two lines they are made, on that alternate angles must be equal if these two lines are parallel. So in the question AB parallel CD is given, so alternate angle between them will be equal. So that we have shown first. This angle is shown by angle ABO equals to this angle is shown by BCO. They are alternate angles and AB parallel CD given, therefore they are equal also. So this way we have shown these two angles equal. Alternate angle and between the two parallel lines they will be equal. That way. Next angle is angle AOB and angle DOC also equal because they are of vertically opposite angles. You can see here, right? They are vertically opposite angles, and vertically opposite angles are always equal. Last chapter we have seen angle AOB equal to angle DOC. Vertically opposite angles, they are equal. Next, we can write OA equals to OD. Why we can write this? Because it is given that O is midpoint of AD. So if O is midpoint of AD, OA equals to OD we can write, and it is given that O is midpoint of AD. So what we have shown here in these two triangles, two angles, one this and second these two. Two angles are equal and one side is equal. If two angles and any one side of the triangle, if the two triangles we have like these two, and in that two angles is one and second these two angles are equal, and any other side is equal, so we can show that therefore triangle AOB congruent triangle DOC by AAS. AAS is actually in the earlier classes you have seen. This shows that any two angles of the two triangles are equal, and any one side of both the triangle is also equal, then by AAS both the triangles are congruent. So by that rule we can show that these two triangles are congruent. We will write AAS, angle side. Here you can say in this triangle angle, from here if you start angle and side. For this triangle what do you say? Angle and side. Angle side are equal. So AAS, by AAS both the triangles are congruent triangles. Triangle AOB and triangle DOC correspondence. To prove, so first thing is proved. To prove the second one, we will use this congruent part which we have proved. So in second number, triangle AOB congruent triangle DOC that we have proved, that we are taking that. If triangle AOB congruent triangle DOC, we can write second side OB equals to second side OC, OB equal to OC. Because if two triangles are congruent, all the corresponding parts of two triangles are congruent. So OB equals to OC, we can write by CPCP. CPCP means corresponding parts, means that is second side, corresponding parts of congruent triangle. If we can write OB equal to OC, what it means? Here you see, if we write OB equals to OC, we can write. It means it is possible only when O is midpoint of BC. So O is midpoint of BC. This is the second thing that we wanted to prove, and we have proved. So this way, in this lecture, we have seen the very important theorem 7.1, ASA congruence rule. In three cases we have proved, and example 3 also we have seen. And in example 3, we understood about the angle side congruence rule also, that will be called. So using this type of all concepts, we will have next as exercise 7.1, and that will be your homework to complete. So this homework you have to do, solve exercise 7.1. So this way we have reached up to this point, that is theorem 7.1 ASA congruence rule, and next we will see the next section. Thank you.